be my friend, you would better go and get a pen. And maybe we can keep in touch.
Like when?
Like we did in the old days. It wasn't so long ago. Oh, and I wish you well. Oh, sign your pen pal. Oh, these are my chocolate bits.
You got a holiday candy cup with your paint pants.
I was able to acquire a holiday candy cup over the break. This was sent to us by, not the cup, but the candy inside. And I know it sounds like I'm bullshitting.
Yeah.
It was sent to us by Santa Claus.
That is 100%.
That's what the card said.
Right. That's who sent it.
And there's other knickknacks that came in that box. We're going to share at a later date.
Ooh. Can I get a couple of these
Have some
Reese's,
chocolate bits.
Reese's Pieces? I don't want chocolate bits. I just want Pieces.
Daniel.
Hey.
You're a Southwest guy.
I am.
Talk us through it. Walk us down the road.
It
Walk us down the road you had to walk because you couldn't fly.
It was bad. It was Monday the 26th, and I was like, well, that's weird. The app never shows you your boarding pass like that. I should be able to see it right away. Why do I have to click on it? And I thought to myself,
new tech? Or
something's not
what
right.
did it look like? Did it look like no color? It was just gray.
Well,
the app was
when
gray,
you've already
no?
checked in, there's it just says like what your boarding pass number is, and then like you tap it to see the little code, and it was not showing that. I would have to hit details, then hit. And I'm like, that's never done that before. This doesn't seem right.
Panic.
And then about 1 o'clock, everything shut down.
Panic at the disco.
Mm-hmm. I had to fly Delta. I had to become a Delta boy like you. I went to Minneapolis, saw where you and Nate love to play golf.
Yep.
And I had like 2.5 hours. It was 4 or 5 days later, and a very long flight home via Delta with a stop in Minneapolis.
You were in Minneapolis for that many days?
No, I was in. Luckily, I stayed home because I was
That's
on
right.
it. Yeah, so
Good Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Rosemary's okay.
The best.
Sounds good.
What about you?
I love it.
When is this?
In-laws came to town. Sister and her fiance couldn't make it. They were iced in Seattle. So their
Oh my
flights
gosh!
were
Did you
canceled.
see those videos?
Yep, they couldn't make. They lived on like Queen Anne.
Did you see
so
the guy with like free solo, like pick and stuff going up the road?
street.
Yes.
Yeah. I did see a video that my future brother-in-law Skylar sent. It was someone with just a Tupperware container, which is like so light and flimsy, nothing in it. It's almost not even there.
Yeah.
And someone just set it down on the sidewalk, and it was gone down the street. I mean, the thing that has no weight to it, that you'd be like, it probably wouldn't even move. It was gone down the hill, and I was like, oh, that was their hill. And I was like, they're like, we can't even go outside to get to the airport.
When I got to Rochelle on the 22nd, wind chill was negative.
No.
30?
No.
Yeah.
Negative 40?
30.
Fuck you.
And it was negative 12
What do you do
degrees.
in
Negative
that?
12 degrees. I think I posted. I think
What
I
do you
posted it when
do?
it was negative 9.
What do you do?
It hurts.
It hurts your lungs.
It hurts everything.
Yeah. The soul.
Yeah. But then the weird thing is, a couple
Eggnog.
days later,
Then eggnog pulls you
never
back.
had any.
You've had eggnog in
With
my
you.
house.
I'm saying I never had any this holiday season. My family doesn't do the nog. Did you this year? I bet you didn't.
No, I did. I didn't put any booze in it though.
Oh.
I'll go straight up. You go straight up virgin nog.
Hell yeah.
You go virgin nog.
You talking to Chad?
That's Chad's new voice. He had a surgery. Is that a vocal cord surgery over?
Well, because people who watch are going to wonder we're going this way for Lisser.
Lisser.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I know she won't, but
No,
Lisser.
she doesn't. I've been.
Come
doing
on,
that one.
Lisser.
I've been doing that one for
Lizard.
a long time.
Lizard. Come on, Lizard.
So many things I was going to ask you about.
Ask me all of them.
Oh, but now we're on it, and you feel like you're on, and you got the big bright lights and the cameras.
Didn't
rolling.
it feel weird to transition back into this space and
Little
be
bit.
like, all right, here we go? Because you do have to tiptoe
Dude.
back into it. You can't just jump in and.
Do you want to? You haven't even got to talk to people about your Babylon experience and your
Guys,
new, and
I'm
your
in
new
Babylon.
friend.
I forget it. I go that far
And your
back.
new
December
friend.
23rd, you guys.
Did we
Babylon.
record after the premiere?
I don't think so. No, after the premiere?
No.
No, we didn't.
Brad Pitt loves you.
Brad Pitt and I are best friends.
Margot and
best friends.
Whatever.
With her.
I can't remember her name. I'm not being disrespectful. I just don't remember her name.
Who?
They were doing like a variety actor on actor thing talking about you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Casey Musgrave?
No. The country singer?
Yeah. No. It's Case. No, it's not Casey.
I know. Now good.
It's Chrissy
Metz.
Mansfield.
We'll
She's
figure it out.
You know what's funny is that she's wildly famous and very
big time
talented.
famous. We're the idiots, right? Cackling too, but it's us. It's not her.
I know. It's us.
Let's just go. If anything else comes up, we'll get to it. And
We'll
over
get
time,
to
we
it.
will too as
Folks,
well.
welcome to
What episode number do you think
I know that
this
we're
is?
already in 2023 in terms of episodes.
Yeah.
But this is Daniel and
the-
I's first time back in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Post hiatus. There's a lot to discuss. We went to Vegas.
We did.
We had a couple nights in Vegas, and we ate an incredible dinner.
That
And
was so
Daniel
good.
surprised me with a congratulatory Babylon dessert.
Mm-hmm. Multiple.
And three came out.
And one of them you said I would eat that till I threw up.
And I would. And I craved the taste. And the last time I was able to get that taste was the next day. Somehow my taste buds just reminded me of the taste. And I was like, oh yeah. And it felt great. It wasn't like a burp or you think you're gonna puke. Literally my taste buds just typed it in and hit enter. And I was like, oh yeah.
What was it?
What was it?
You took a picture of it.
I did. I don't. But even that, all I know was it was a lady finger, but
Type.
the cream what it was so decadent. It was that is when you use the word decadent.
Yeah, I agree.
That was decadent.
I agree.
And I honestly, I bet at 4 I'd throw up because it's so decadent. I don't know if I could get to 4. I might be in shock.
And the meat bowl thing you ordered.
We had a meat bowl that was sizzling.
Yeah.
Nobu. Went to Nobu. Oh, we spoiled ourselves.
And the
Real
hand
nice.
roll.
Yeah, we had some hand rolls.
Let's go.
All right. Let's go to the letters.
I did it.
I always start the year off by catching one, even though this is the 3rd episode of the year.
No, second, right?
Second. I know. Yeah.
This comes out on the 11th?
9th.
11th.
Divide minus 18. Hey. No.
Nope.
Hey. Dear. Oh, this one's tough because I don't know the names. Dear Dorially and Ranier.
Wow.
I don't mind the
Well, we.
I don't know the map. I don't know the map.
Right.
I don't
But
know
we
the
see how
map
it
to this.
starts.
I don't know how this started.
Your name. They just
Most of the letters in the first name are related to my.
right, but it starts with D.
No, actually, more of the letters are your name.
Yours is in there.
I have a shorter name.
Right.
Thanks for the podcast. Out of all the podcasts I listen to, yours feels like home. That's all we need to know.
That's pretty nice.
Is that not good? That is a quote you put on the advertisement to get people to listen to the podcast.
Would you say that's probably?
You know what I mean? It's feels like home, Rolling Stone. That's what you would put.
Would you say that that's probably true? Everybody has an anchor podcast.
Yes.
You're back with this. Some of those are in rappers still.
Rory.
No,
Foil one.
they're not. No, they're not. What are you talking about?
Would you agree? Are you a Rolo guy?
I don't get this.
People don't like that. I don't. Both parts.
That's a good roll, though.
Stop it.
I can't. That's a good roll, though.
Come back to me.
That's a good Rolo.
Rolling Stone. That's a good Rolo.
That's a good Rolo. Roloing Stone. All right, what do you ask me?
Doesn't you feel like everybody has one anchor podcast?
Yeah.
Like that,
What? That's their go-to?
it's like if they're a Murderino or the Dollop guys.
Marin.
or
I feel like a lot of
hopefully
people
Dump
started with
on
Marin. I bet. Yeah.
But it's like, every week, this is my podcast.
Yeah.
And I have these other ones that I like to listen to if I'm going to bed or I'm doing stuff around the house or whatever.
Subpods.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I that's how I took it, that we're this person's anchor podcast.
Dude, we're home.
Mm-hmm. Like Daughtry.
We're the home button on the remote.
Ooh.
My wife of 15 years does not know I am bisexual. I am a 40-year-old male, and I have never told her this about me. I have known I was bisexual from a young age, but I've never been in a proper relationship with a man. I have never been unfaithful to her with a man or a woman. I have always realized that it's dishonest not to tell her, but the right moment never came up. I know that's a silly excuse, but 15 years later, I still haven't told her. At this point, part of me thinks that bringing it up may cause more harm than good. She might be supportive if I tell her, but she may also feel hurt that I kept this from her for so long, and I am scared it will damage the trust in our marriage. I suppose I am already damaging it by not telling her. I don't want to cause her to feel insecure or to see me differently or as someone who kept a secret about myself from her for so long. Should I continue being dishonest and let sleeping dogs lie, or risk an otherwise friendly marriage by bringing it up? I don't understand most chat about American snacks and food. I am partial to 10-pence Space Raiders. Thank you. Your pen pal from afar, Chris. What I love about so many letters we get is that
At the end, they throw
the
us a
last
fucking
sentence
curveball.
is always this curveball about something so that is like almost a whole other letter.
Can
and
I?
when you make it food related,
That's what I was going to say.
you're almost asking us to not talk about the
Rory,
bisexuality.
exactly what I was going to say. You can't blame us if you're like, they didn't even give me any advice. Well, you brought up fucking snacks, and if you think that the two of us aren't going to take a guess at 10 pence.
10 pence.
10.
Space
10.
Raiders.
What do you think a fucking 10 pence Space Raider is? Chocolate, hard candy, squishy,
Ooh, yes. Okay. You can look it
like a
up,
Mentos
but we get to
type
guess.
deal?
It's not a Mentos. I
I
mean,
imagine
if they're
something
partial to it,
cylindrical, something like a disc for a Space Raider.
does 10 pence means that's what it costs? What is
Yeah.
a pence?
Yeah, 6 pence none the richer. Kiss
Don't
me.
act like that gives me any information as to what
Sixpence none
pence
the
means.
richer is actually what
What else
English-
did they put out?
it's an English Christian thing where it's like, yeah, but you're actually none the richer because Jesus still died for you.
It's like half dozen baker's dozen, half a dozen of the other,
Well,
right?
people
That
always
phrase.
are like that.
One half dozen the other.
6 and 1/2 dozen in the
Six
other.
and 2 dozen makes it 24.
Yeah, I'd rather have a 6 in the dozen with a bush in your stone.
Every time Jordan says it a lot. She'll be like, 6 of one, half a dozen. I'm like, what are you? Why?
Just say it doesn't
Just
make a
say
difference.
I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't make a
Quit
difference.
trying to sing a riddle.
We're not trying to cross a goddamn bridge here, Jordan.
Either say the riddle or don't sing.
Also,
don't sing a riddle. To
Are
me.
you asking me? No, you're just saying
No,
it for
I'm just
yourself.
saying. I'm just singing 6 of one, half the dozen. What does it mean?
10 pence Space
Why do we
Raider.
gotta? Also, I'm ADHD.
I know.
Hey, do you want to do this or this? 6 of one, half a dozen. Now I'm like thinking about donuts.
I'm with you. Why do we do this?
Why do you do this to me?
What do you think a Space Raider is?
6 of
Is it
doesn't
like a
sound-
chalky candy?
Can I just say it doesn't sound fun? It doesn't sound like a fun
I have
candy.
no idea.
I'm gonna go. It's not chocolate.
Okay.
Or is it like or is it like
Is it like a runts?
clustery?
Were you a runts guy?
No.
Me either. Nerds?
Who was into runts?
People.
Have you watched Shang Wang's stand-up special?
I've seen a lot of his. He's Houston, so we've
He
done a lot of
has
shows
a
together.
great joke
Yeah.
about Almond Joy
Yeah.
and mounts.
Yeah, yeah.
And he talked about how it's called mounts. I was like sitting there watching. I was like, Daniel and I talked about like, who his favorite
We
candy
should have
is
him
now.
on.
He said it's his favorite. He goes, I like it. If you haven't seen that special, Shang Wang's special on Netflix is so fucking
Okay,
good.
10 cents Space Raider. Get your final answer in.
I'm going to say it's a candy, and I'm going to leave it at that. I couldn't tell you. Chalky does sound correct, but I have no idea. I also feel like chocolate cake, but for some reason I'm going to go candy, and I'm going to leave it very broad because I don't know.
I was really between caramel and like a fruity flavor. I'm gonna go. It's like it's a fruity hard candy.
All right.
You guys, it's a British brand of corn and wheat snack. So it's like a chip. Here's the packaging.
Oh, it's like chips.
Yeah, here's
I actually like that packaging a lot.
That's what we're eating.
Oh, it's like it looks like banana.
Oh, like little kid things.
They're like
it looks like
puffed.
aliens.
Little puffs.
And they're little alien faces.
We're way
And they
off.
come in different flavors. So there's beef, pickled onion, saucy barbecue.
Yeah,
and
to be fair, he
spicy.
said snacks, and we both thought candy.
What in the fuck?
And so then they have a 10-pence bag. So it must be like a really cute little bag
Yeah,
that you
little
can
fun
get.
size bag.
What do you think he means when he says, I don't understand most
I
chat
thought you were going to
about
say, what do you think
Americans
he means when he says bisexual?
Yeah, what does that mean? I'm so lost. That's the podcast.
I don't understand
What the
most.
hell? I'm trying to grow and change.
He's
and
telling
accept.
us. He's telling us he doesn't understand our references when we talk about snack food.
Okay.
That's what he's saying.
Okay.
And I'd say, well, you're not going to love every part of your home.
You're not. You're not.
Sometimes you got to redo the kitchen.
The Office? You don't want to go in there. Here's my just quick thoughts. If you feel really, I don't know what you need to like. We're in the position of having no idea her personality, but if she's like super supportive, this could be the greatest moment in the history of your relationship.
But
saying, this is who I really am. I agree
But
in
does
the
it even
sense that.
matter?
What's that?
Does it even matter?
Yes.
No. I mean, bisexual does not mean multiple partners.
No.
So, hey, I'm bi.
Exactly.
And I'm with a woman. And
Yes.
I love you.
yes.
I'm
And,
bi.
and
It
also
doesn't
I'm
mean there's
very
anybody
loyal.
else.
He said, I'm very loyal. And I don't believe in cheating or I don't have anything to say that specifically. But
I'm not saying does it matter. I'm not saying it doesn't matter whether or not he tells her. I'm saying it doesn't matter that
From
he's
her-
bi.
from
It
her.
doesn't matter that he's bi.
from her perspective, that's what you're saying.
Yes. Or his own. I'm talking about just singularly.
I think that's why I say yes, because my interpretation, and all I have is this letter,
Right.
is that it doesn't sound like you're living a secret life.
No, you're not.
You can't go, I'm bisexual, and because of that, I've been doing these things, and I've been with these people, and this is how I am. And I have a relationship with this person, and you never knew it. Or I've slept with this person or these people, and you've never known it. Instead, it's simply a statement of, in this relationship, in this lifetime of our commitment to each other, you're telling each other who you fully are.
And you're constantly evolving.
And you're constantly evolving.
Or identifying yourself or coming to terms with things you've always felt but haven't identified.
Yes. I don't think it will be, let me put myself in her position. I don't think I'm hearing you tell me that and I'm just so easily off the back, who cares? Great. I do think it is information you have to take in and digest and talk about and think about, because you are getting to know a major piece of the puzzle of your partner, your life partner. So it is big in that sense, but I agree with Daniel in the interpretation of you haven't kept a secret where you've done something wrong.
Right.
You've just kept a secret about who you completely are, and it is beautiful. It's who you are. And I would like to believe, without knowing her at all, that it would be shocking and something to absorb. I imagine it'd be the kind of thing where you're now having so many questions about, are there men we know that you're attracted to? Is that something I should think about when we are out? Is that something is she now calculating, is he attracted to these men?
And I don't think that's the thing. Why are you telling me this?
The assumption,
that's the thing.
exactly.
Is it for clarity's sake?
Yes.
Thank you. I love you. I want to know everything about you.
Yeah.
Is it because you are bisexual and you would like to have sex with people who identify in another gender that you're attracted to? Then that's a completely different conversation.
Yes.
So why are you telling me this?
Exactly.
And that's what I think you're saying too.
And I think the why should be because you should know who I am.
I agree.
Now, in the sense of like, if we go out and like I said, this is all hypothetical that these might be her reactions, like wondering. I mean, I'm just going off me. That if someone told me that, that might be something I think about. Like, if my wife said to me, "I'm bisexual," I might have an instinct that I can't deny or try to be dishonest about, where if we're out, I might wonder, is my wife finding these women attractive? And I don't mean that in a bad way.
Because right now, do you wonder if she's finding other men attractive?
No, so my point was going to be, the assumption already with your wife is that when you go out, if there's a undeniably attractive woman, she in her mind is probably going, oh, I bet my husband noticed her.
Or she's also going, even if she's not bi, that person is beautiful.
Exactly. And so if my wife told me she was bisexual and we went out, and maybe there would be a moment of me like wondering, like, are you attracted to like these other women? But then I don't think if she said, yes, I do, I notice women and obviously I'm attracted to them, I would just go, yeah, that isn't a choice.
Right.
Where you're saying or doing something where you would want to hurt someone.
Right.
Like when I am out with my wife and I see someone I'm attracted to, there are those moments where we're both like, that woman is beautiful. Like we might both be like,
100%.
that's a rare specimen of a human being.
Sure.
That was like mind blowing. But also, even if my wife didn't say that, I am still in the point of being like, oh my God, did you see? Like I will openly say it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it to be like, hey, I hope this hurts you or hurts your feelings.
Right.
I'm merely saying,
I wish I could do anything about it. It's
exactly.
none of that. It's
I'm
just,
saying, look,
I'm
we're
attracted
both human
to that.
beings. She's attractive.
And
if in 5 minutes I'm at the bar talking to her, yeah, yeah, then we have an issue.
Well, I don't know that you even have an issue. If I'm asking her, like, hey, you want to, like, yeah, then you have an issue.
You want to make out
you
with
talking
me?
to her? I mean, who cares?
But you know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean.
I believe
if that's what you're saying, you do have an issue.
I believe my opinion of this question you're asking about.
Has he wronged his wife by?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
If he knew before they got married, I am bi, but I am not comfortable telling her this. And so it has been 15 years of sitting on something that it was developed and he had already identified.
Yeah.
Do you think he's betrayed her?
No, I don't. I could be a person who, like we said, we're always changing, evolving.
Yeah.
I could totally see myself. Someone could show me an episode where I said before, yeah, you should be completely honest right out of the gate. But sitting here today, who I am right now, I don't think so, because we live in a society where it doesn't necessarily make it easy.
Well,
in this world of going, this is who I am and how I am, there are so many awful people and institutions in place to make you feel awful or shame you or make your life harder. And so it isn't like so easy to just go, this is who I am or how I am. You probably, the writer here probably got accustomed to living a life of not telling people that. And it isn't like that just suddenly changes when you meet your partner. That's information you've kept from everybody and you've concealed it for just you. You don't suddenly just go, well, I should tell you, we might get married one day, or, oh, we are getting married, I should tell you this.
It's almost perfunctory to do it for that reason.
Yeah, you have been
not organic.
In your mind, because of how society is, your assumption is that telling you this will only lead to something negative because that's what the world does with this type of information. I do believe things are changing. I do believe people are more open-minded. I think we live in a world where people are more themselves, and it's causing generations to fully understand the full scope of what it means to be human and how truly diverse we really are. And because of that, I would like to believe, given the fact that our writer here is 40 years old, like us in this room, the wife is probably of a similar age, and I would like to believe that she is of a similar open mind and sitting there going, yeah, I don't like the discrimination. I don't like that people's lives have been made harder. And so in the situation, and obviously we don't know her,
right,
but in this situation, I would like to believe that she would hear this information and it would maybe be shocking because it's something about your partner you didn't know, and it's a huge piece of information.
Right.
However, I'd like to believe she's open-minded to what's going on in society to probably be the type of person that wants to support people and go, here I am in a position to support the person who means the most to me about this thing that I really believe people should be supported on. Well, here you go. Here is a situation where your support is required, and I would like to believe it makes your relationship better and more trusting because you said, this is who I really am. And I can look you in the eye and tell you I haven't done anything wrong. This is just who I am.
Right.
And my interpretation of that is it's so important to do that because you haven't done it. Doesn't come with I don't like that it has to be hidden. I don't like that it has to come with a negative connotation that I've done something wrong. It's literally just, I would love it to be as simple as, my favorite movie is Stand By Me. You didn't, that's just you. It's just who you are.
Or if somebody admits they've never seen it after years of pretending that they have, which is obviously like deeply like low.
I want that to bother people more, because that is a lie.
It's true. You're actually true.
That should have more weight.
And like you too, like I think it's going to sound negative, but I don't mean this with any negative connotation. You have misrepresented yourself for the amount of time that you've identified it and you've known it. And I know that sounds negative, misrepresented. I'm not speaking it in terms of any sort of feeling like negativity.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's the fact. Right?
Yeah.
And that's why you're writing this letter, is because you feel like I'm misrepresenting myself to my wife.
Yeah.
And so I think when you have that conversation, dear pen pal, you should be saying, I want to have a talk with you because I have a thing about myself that I want to tell you. And the reason I'm telling you is because I just want you to fully know me.
Yes.
And if the reason that you're telling, I'm going to do a quick sidestep, is because you do have those desires and you would like to explore sexual experiences with men, then you need to first say, hey, I need to talk to you because I really want you to know something about me. And then once you've said that, be prepared for the question, what does this mean? And once you get asked that, be prepared to say, it means I'm this, and I want you to know that, and I do have desires about, like, you've got to be ready to say that part too, of like, what do you want?
Oh yeah, you've got to be able to follow it up with more truth.
But if it's just, I just need you to know me, you do have to understand, like Rory signified, that she's going to feel as though you misrepresented yourself, and I think you can say, I know. That's why I'm telling you.
Yes.
Because I'm telling you.
I love you.
Because I love you. Because you are the closest person to me.
Yeah.
Well, couldn't you have told me 15 years ago? I suppose I could have told you 15 years ago. I also suppose I could have told you 15 years from now.
Yes.
But this is when I'm telling you.
Yes.
This is when I am feeling comfortable enough to tell you.
Yeah.
And if that moment had come 6 years ago, that's when we would have had this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, because you know this in marriage. I am not married, but I don't even imagine. I know that still so much you have channels in your life that are still deeply personal to you, for you, where you still operate as a man, period. Not father, not husband, not friend, not co-host, a man. And Jordan has those things too. And so he's taking a deeply personal thing about himself, my sexuality, and saying, I've reached a point. I'm not going to belabor the amount of time. It does make it seem more significant, I suppose. But I've reached a point where this deeply personal part of me, I need to share with you. Yeah. And you have things that are less significant, I'm sure, that are deeply personal parts of you, that at some point in your marriage, you may say to Jordan, yeah, I've kind of always done that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you always did that when you got in the car or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're like, yeah, it's just my thing. I've never... How could you have never told me this? I don't know. I'm telling you now.
Right,
yeah, It's just...
I think it's all a timing thing. And you said it's been 15 years, but that doesn't... things happen when they're going to happen.
Right.
And you wrote this letter because you feel like it should happen. That's why
I'm
you wrote
not
this
telling
letter.
you also, this is the thing too about marriage, and it evolves, and people, you're not the same people you were when you stood in that destination beach that no one wanted to spend that amount of money to go to. You aren't the same amount of people who went down that church when you were pretending. Like,
I could not agree more.
You're candy drunk. But like, it's growing and it's evolving, and you aren't telling this to this person to get farther apart from them.
Yeah.
You're telling them for the next 15 years to get closer to them.
Yeah.
I'm telling you this because I want us to be stronger than we've ever been, so that we continue to spend the rest of our lives together. I'm not telling you this so that I'm by and I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Like, it's about strength. It's not about division. Right?
What does pence mean, though? Like, what is that?
It's a type of payment.
Okay.
It's like
that's all. I didn't hear anything
fraction
you said.
of a pound, I think.
Honestly, tell her, don't tell her. 6 of 1, a million
in the
fish in the ocean.
It's got to be your bowl.
Chris, thank you for this. And wherever you are, you said from afar, Pence kind of gave it away. Over here, we got Mike Pence. You remember him?
Do I remember?
Favorite vice president.
Did you see the TikTok really quick?
What? Is it him? Mike Pence?
He came up with a book called So Help Me God,
Yeah.
right? And this person at Costco took all like 600 copies and put the price tag over God. So they all just say, it says, please help me, God. And it just says, please help me, please help me, please help me. The God part's covered up. Some of them say, please help me, G. Anyway, that's our Pence.
Favorite vice president.
Okay.
Chris, thank you so much for this. Good luck. We're not
guy.
professionals, but we do have professional opinions. Mm-hmm. We wish you well. Sincerely, your pen pals, Rory Vanderscoven.
And Vaniel Kirk.
Oh. And we're back. Sergeant. Ugh, just to start off the year. I mean, I know we're already in it.
We're in it.
But what'd you do for New Year's?
Oh, we hung out. Lissa and I hung out.
Where? Here?
Time. Yeah, here in LA.
What'd you do?
Just played games and hung out. What'd you do?
I was in Denver. Went on a ski trip.
You had a good time?
I snowboard now.
Had you ever before?
No, I've never been in, I've been in snow, but I've never, actively played in legit, real good snow.
Yeah.
Elliot and I got to Denver, and we ran around playing in snow, and oh my God, it was so fun. We went to one place that makes ice cream, but the vanilla ice cream looks like noodles, and the raspberry sauce looks like tomato sauce, and the Parmesan cheese is white chocolate shavings, and we saw it on Instagram, and we got there, it was 5 o'clock, and I went up to the guy, and I go, because it's not on the menu, and I go, is it, because it's 5 o'clock, is it a pain in the ass to make that spaghetti ice cream thing? And the guy goes, it's always a pain in the ass. And I go, if you don't mind, I tip really well. And we came all the way from Los Angeles to try it. And Elliot was standing there. And he, of course, was like, well, if it came from LA, he's like, obviously, I got to make it.
Sure.
Made it. And it was okay.
Yeah.
Elliot was like, it's all right. And I was like, yeah, that's
right.
Instagram. It looks great on Instagram, but we got to go to real life, and it's okay.
Yeah, that's Instagram.
Real big Instagram. But yeah, went on a ski trip, and now I don't know, snowboard the blues. I give a shit.
What's that mean, the blues?
Blue slopes.
I don't know what that means.
They're all categories. So it's green is beginner.
Black diamond.
Still kind of
Black
tough.
diamond is number one.
Black diamond. I think there's double black diamond is maybe the highest.
Okay.
Do you know? I think that's
I don't know
the
things.
scariest. But it's blue is blue. Here's the thing. I don't know why. I can't imagine in my lifetime ever needing to go beyond blue because blue is still straight down.
Yeah.
I don't need this. This is just fine. I don't need that.
Right.
You guys getting that?
Yeah.
And green is but
gradual.
I my sister was like, I don't need to be scared. She's like, I just want to ski and just go and have fun and not be oh, I might die. I was like, yeah, I don't need that at all. The blues were terrifying.
I really like sledding.
Oh, I love it. We were sledding.
Get
Elliot
me
and
with
I
a couple
went sledding.
other people on a sled and let's fucking go down this hill.
Morning of the 31st, New Year's Eve, Elliot and I went to, I looked it up, we went to a place that's great for sledding. And we just went up there. I didn't have any plan or anything.
Yeah.
Broken sled by a trash can.
Perfect.
Grabbed it, turned it around backwards. We both sat on and we went down 20 times.
Great.
Crashed. It was great.
I love it.
So fun. I did a video where it starts out with her going, I'm Elliot Scovel and you're watching Jackass. And then we go and I'm filming it. And because I'm filming it, I can't steer one side. And we just... And I was like, oh, because she didn't want to go down that hill.
Yeah.
I was like, it's over now. And she was dying laughing. I was like, oh, thank God.
Yes. Fun risks. Hey, the 18th of January, you can come to the Lyric Hyperion Theater for the Lyric Comedy Hour. Irene, too, and myself.
I like that
That's going to
name.
be every Thank you. That's going to be every Wednesday at 7:30 at the Lyric Hyperion Theater on Hyperion in Silver Lake.
Also, January 23rd, my show at Elysian Theater. It'll be every Monday, most Mondays. I think it's 7 p.m., the whatever show. Come on down. See what we're on about.
Love it.
Go see Babylon in theaters if you can.
It's wonderful.
And I have a tour that's going to get announced soon-ish. That'll start in April. So when that does get announced, if you have any interest in coming to a show, please buy a ticket and also tell 100 people to buy tickets. Okay?
That'd be fun.
Thanks.
Oh, I'll be at Sketchfest too. I'll be there on the 4th of February doing stand-up and a podcast. I'm guesting on the Risk Show, which is sort of like stand-up because I'm telling a story and then live dump people telling the very next night on the 5th to close out Sketchfest, I think. I don't know if there's anything after us.
I like that.
Yeah, that's like Cobb's, I bet.
This is going to require a certain performance.
Yeah, let's do it. Ready?
All right.
Hey, pencil buds.
Hey, everybody.
A while back, you were wondering if there are any Patronies out there that only listen to the show but never watch it. Well, here I am. I'm usually listening while driving or working, so I'm never able to watch it online. Anyways, let's talk about drinking water.
Okay.
My girlfriend got mad at me for filling up her water glass from the bathroom faucet and demanded I instead fill it up at the kitchen faucet. She thought I was insane for thinking the bathroom faucet was even an option. Assuming you're drinking tap water, do you care where it came from? I'd love to hear your opinions. Chris, we got dang on two Chris's, one show.
I don't think I've heard that version of the southerny accent from you before.
Oh, I talk like this.
Yeah, it's
You
like
got a dang old guy out here drinking water. Now, he also made the subject heading on this, potable water.
Yeah. Is that right?
Rory
I've
Scovel,
never known.
you tell me what potable water is.
Is it drinkable water? What, potable.
Potable.
It means you say potable.
Potable water.
Potable.
It's
Are we saying the same thing? Potable.
potable?
Potable. Potable.
It's like up by me, we say DeKalb.
What does potable
You get down
mean?
South Louisiana, they say DeKalb.
Yeah. DeKalb, Georgia.
See?
Okay.
Now, you get up by me, Rochelle, Illinois, you won't be saying DeKalb.
No.
Yeah, hell, you ain't. Northern Illinois, Huskies, baby.
Russians. Y'all are Russians.
They had a
all
dang
the
old
same.
restaurant there. It's called the Crystal Pistol. Now, Cindy Crawford's, she is from outside of DeKalb. So her and Richard Greer's,
Gears?
whatever, they rented out that Crystal Pistol one night, and you bet your ass that same year I went to homecoming there.
Oh, my God.
I had my homecoming dinner at the Crystal Pistol.
You met Cindy Crawford. The guy who
know.
cannot, he has to link the wrong information.
I never met her. but
You went to homecoming.
I
with
never
Cindy
met her, but she's
You think
from-
I'm going to sit here and believe you went to homecoming with Cindy
I'm
Crawford?
telling your ass, she lives between 38 and 64.
Oh, my God.
Right in between Mount Morris and DeKalb.
Hell yeah. Let me
I'm
ask
sorry,
you
Malta,
something.
not Mount Morris.
If I
Mount Morris is where they print Playboys.
If I bring you a cup
Yeah.
filled with bathroom faucet water,
Come on, you already know the answer to this.
you aren't going to be happy about it.
I ain't going to give two shits.
You don't care.
Do you care?
Have you ever noticed hotel bathroom water does not taste okay?
But sometimes
I will
sometimes
drink it.
it gets you through the night.
Look,
You're standing over that dang old faucet in the bathroom. You got yourself bent over there just sucking on that like it's a mother's tit.
do I sometimes find myself having to participate in an interaction with a plastic water bottle? Yes.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
It does happen.
But for the most part,
Mhm.
I try to
You
avoid
got your
it.
little thermos?
Yes, I try to avoid it. I try to not have to use a plastic water
Well,
bottle.
I kill an animal because I'm parched.
Thank you. So, in order to do that, sometimes I find myself in a hotel situation where my options are, when I'm parched,
Yep.
is either to open up the 2 freebie
With the
plastic
you got the
water
dang old-
bottles.
You got the dang old. Oh, I thought you were going to say, you know, they do that cellophane wrapping on them cups sometimes by the bathroom sink.
yes.
And you go,
yes.
get that son of a bitch over.
Yes.
Okay, so sometimes you do have to grab a plastic water.
Sometimes
when you're in need.
Sometimes I'll grab, I'll have a cup of some sort and I'll drink out of the bathroom faucet,
For
but
sure.
it does not taste okay to do. It tastes gross, and it makes me wonder if that's how COVID started.
You think out of a dang old bathroom faucet?
I don't know.
Now let me ask you this. Now you're in your house. You're in your house.
Okay.
And you're beautiful little baby girl. She says to you,
Okay.
Daddy Pie, can I get a cup of water?
Yeah.
And you go, sure you can, pumpkin. And you go in and you get her a glass of water from the bathroom sink.
Why would I do that?
Well, that's what he did.
But I'm at my house.
That's what he did.
Yeah, but this guy, he might be a lunatic.
Do you give a shit? I'm going to ask your ass right now. You look at me like a brand new barn. Okay. Do you?
That's how I'd look at a brand new barn.
Right. Do you feel that there's a difference between water from the bathroom faucet and the kitchen faucet?
Yes.
You do.
Even if it's psychological.
You really do.
If you could prove to me they were identical, I think psychologically I still would not be
They
able to
are
accept.
identical. It's the goddamn same pipe and coming
But
into
you
your
know,
house.
in my kitchen, I have that reverse osmosis water filter thing.
Oh, you're saying because you got a filter. Now, that
I
would be
have
fair. Now, that would
purified
be
water.
fair. That would be
Purified
fair.
water.
There are a lot of people who, you see it on the dang old HGTV, they'll put something in their kitchen faucet, and they got a special filter going right through there, so it's more drinking. I could understand that.
Let me put this out there. Depending on what city you live in, some of these cities you should not be drinking water out of those pipes. I mean, in D.C., often they said do not drink the water straight out. Get a Brita.
So to go back to the beginning here, potable water means
Potable.
you can drink it.
Okay.
Non-potable water means it is only for washing your hands.
Okay.
You should not be consuming it.
Yeah.
For example, you find yourself.
This is that Illinois, Wisconsin education.
You're 100% right. Look at
That's
this.
right.
Look at this goddamn circle.
Knows how to build a
Square over
fire,
here.
but if you asked him about the War of 1812, which I also am unfamiliar with.
Sure, yeah. So here's how I learned this, okay? I'm a youngin', all right? I'm maybe 13, 12, 11 years old.
Right now?
No, I'm
no,
saying
you
at the
are
time.
not. Oh, okay.
And
this
so
is when you were kind of
about that age.
It was Cindy Crawford.
I didn't know. She's old. She was already gone. She was out in New York.
Okay, I didn't know if you made love to Cindy Crawford or not.
Could you imagine?
No.
So,
and I don't even try.
So, you should try. It's worth it. So, I'm about 10, 11 years old. Okay. We're in Wisconsin, so drinking beer, not whiskey. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I'm at the Harrisville Broad
Potable
Festival.
beer.
No, well, all beer is potable.
Okay.
So, I'm running around the Harrisville Broad Festival. Okay. Harrisville, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Happens every single year.
Okay.
Right, on the third or the Sunday before Labor Day.
I was going to say I thought it was a Sunday before. Yeah.
Sunday before Labor Day, and they got these little stations there.
Yeah.
And you walk up to it, and it's got a little sink, a little water. It's got a little pedal on the bottom.
And you pump it.
You start pushing that pedal.
Yeah.
And it says right there, non-potable water.
Right. Yeah. Because some people get to drinking.
You can't drink that.
You cannot drink that.
Now, if it's potable, I don't care where it comes from. It could be a river. It could be your grandma's well. It could be the sink in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You can drink it.
I'm not saying, here's what I want to be very clear about. I am not saying that you cannot.
You're saying you would not.
I am saying I feel as though there's a distinct difference in the flavors of the water that you are getting.
No goddamn difference
from that kitchen sink
and
that bathroom
sink.
There ain't
no difference at all. Now, you want to tell me you're running different pipe in between those two? Okay, sure, maybe you got a copper pipe running from one.
I'll tell you what, at the next live Pen Pals, we are doing a taste test.
Bathroom. We're going to the bathrooms?
You are going to.
With a cup.
No, you're going to be on stage. I'm going to present to you 3 glasses. One of them will be a kitchen tap water.
Okay.
One will be a bathroom tap water.
Okay. From this same venue, the venue we're at?
No, I'll get it from a home. Because we're talking about a home.
You ain't going to get through TSA with that?
No, I'll do it in whatever town we're in.
You're going to have a home.
I'll find a home. I'll go knock on a home.
You're going to have a home wherever we go do a goddamn show.
Yes.
Oh, I think you're lying to my ass.
You're
right
missing
now.
out on what that third glass.
Okay.
That third glass is going to be
Jack Daniels.
Non-potable. And we're going to see if
you dare. You're going to get me sick.
I know.
You're going to get me sick.
That'll be funny.
I'm gonna blow my rear out.
This will be like how they do on
Datsun.
This will be like Jackass. It'll be like a Jackass kind of thing. You'll drink it.
I'm gonna be honest with you too. I don't even think you would get your hands on non-potable water.
I'll find something. I'll go to a portalette somewhere.
I'm gonna ask you a hand to God question right now. Okay, he's watching. So she.
No.
Ready?
Yeah.
If you left here right now,
Okay.
where's the first place you'd go in Los Angeles
Okay.
to try and get non-potable water?
Okay.
You ain't got no goddamn clue.
Okay.
You got no-
I'd go to Coachella.
You think they got non-potable water now? Well, yeah, they actually probably do. They
I
probably
would
got hand
drive-
washing stations.
I'd drive to Coachella, and then I'd come back and I'd go, huh,
Drink it.
huh,
Drink it.
and I go here.
I'm willing to do those first two. You, wanna
You
do a live
will.
show? I'll
I
do the
will
first
have
two.
to. But then just to mix it up, the third one will just clearly be like Pepsi or something.
That's fun.
And then
That's
you'll
fun.
get it wrong, and people are like, these guys are knuckleheads. A couple of these guys are.
And I'd say, where you been?
These guys are a couple of cackling knuckleheads.
Where you been?
And we'll go. That's what we do. We're knuckleheads. Okay.
Hey,
let's
listen, real quick.
and you better also.
Well, she
adjust-
knows what
you
show
better
she's
adjust
on.
to the
She
pencil
knows what
bud
show.
thing.
She knows what dang old show she's on right now. Now,
Okay.
Liz, do you care if your cup of water comes from the bathroom sink or
Oh,
the
she
kitchen sink?
cares. Are you kidding me?
I care.
They-
I care.
Exactly. How could you not
Who?
care?
It
I
don't
will
make
never-
a dang old difference.
I will never drink bathroom sink water.
Well, until the
Well,
water wars.
you tell me you never have in your life.
Until the
No,
water
I
wars
have.
in a couple
Okay.
years.
What?
I said up until the water wars. They'll probably start in about 5 to 10 years. Then you'll be like, I'll take whatever water you
Dang
got.
old water war.
Water wars.
You ever drank lake water?
On purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Knew I could trust
Why
you.
even ask?
Knew I could trust you.
I drank some lake water when we were up at the lake.
That's true.
I said, I got to taste Daniel's youth. And I just slurped up some of that lake.
Let me tell.
And I said,
Let me
the
taste
way
your
things
youth,
work,
Rolling
I bet
Stone.
isn't it interesting to think some of your
Where
the
are you
very
going?
first time you got in that lake,
Uh-huh.
some of your dead skin cells shed from your body, and you could have swam in those. You could have reconnected with dead skin cells on that water when just this past summer.
You want to hear something real quick?
Oh God, here, listen.
Okay, and then we'll
Here
go.
we go. This is what he always does. He cocks back, rubs his right eye, and massages his jaw for some reason. And it's never made sense, but here he goes.
I'm up there, that cabin.
Leave your politics out of it this time, please.
Well, I'd be voting against this. I'm up there, that cabin.
What year is this?
This is probably about 2017.
Oh, God,
Mhm.
2017. I don't even know where I don't even know where I was in 2017. I don't know who I was.
Well, I'm about to tell you who you weren't.
Okay.
2017. I'm taking a walk around that lake up there. Okay, beautiful day.
Yeah.
Kids playing, people grilling out,
Yeah.
somebody yelling at somebody else. Get back in here, this house.
That's always the kind of, atmospheric sounds you're going to
I walk up into a beach area. It's one of these like shared frontage properties.
Okay.
There's a woman
Okay.
sitting at the water line.
Okay.
She got one of her big old goddamn hammocks
Okay.
covered in shaving cream. She's shaving her leg right into the lake.
Okay.
Right into the lake, just coming down. Shaving cream, hair, skin cells, whatever she
Okay.
catches, and shaving it right into the lake.
Okay.
Now you tell me she ain't going to hell.
I can't.
Is that not one of
see-
the most grossest things you've ever heard in your life?
Here's
You
what I
just
want to
shave
say.
your legs into the lake.
Here's-
I'd have thought the same goddamn thing if I had some guy over here just doing.
And now here's what I want to ask
Doing
you.
his face.
Here's what I want to ask you. Do you think that woman who behaved in such a manner would care about drinking water out of a bathroom, or do you think she would be okay with it?
Well, I think when it comes to that, she's a good person, and she don't care about where that water comes from.
I think what we're concluding here is that that's water for trashy people.
Well, we're gonna find out in a live show. And here's the deal:
If you end up liking the bathroom water
It ain't
more
about
than the
me
kitchen
liking
water,
it.
it means you're trashy.
it ain't about me liking it. It's
Let's
about
see if
me,
you can if you can actually,
Yeah,
I'm the
dang
one who
on.
say it should actually be
It don't
reversed.
matter.
It should be reversed. Who does it? 'Cause
You should
I'm the one
try
who
it.
thinks there's a taste
Yeah,
difference.
there you go. Now
Okay.
you're
Yeah.
doing it.
And that third one has still make it Pepsi,
Of
dude.
course
Or
someone make
Sprite,
it
because
Pepsi.
then it's like, what is that one bubble
I don't
for?
know. Cindy Crawford did Pepsi, so
I cannot. I'll never
killed.
forget the day I found out my friend had sex with Cindy Crawford. That is crazy.
he's over here speaking
this
dreams.
Show
He's over here speaking
is
dreams.
Too much.
Well, Chris number 2, never thought, bet you never thought you'd be that in this episode.
Two
Thank you so much.
Chris's.
I know.
Right, and also right after Christmas.
And
If my name was Chris, I would call it Christmas, and I'd get rid of the T, and I'd make it about me.
Why not? I would
Exactly. I mean, that's what I said.
too. I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing.
I'm agreeing with you.
I'm agreeing with you.
I'm not gonna fight you about it.
Why would I fight you about
Because
something
I already
I agree
agree
with?
with you.
Well, this is how you get.
How I get.
How you get.
That is so perfect.
Well,
for
Chris,
you
we got to
to
get
say
out of
that.
here. We hear Mama calling us in for dinner. But before we go, we would like to say we wish you
Pencil
well.
buds are brothers. Although they're moms.
What are you worried about? You're
That
going to miss
one-
dinner.
That
You're
one
going to miss dinner.
sentence just was the whole bio of these two dudes. We hear Mama calling us.
Yeah.
One, we're on a porch. Two, they're brothers. Mom's still cooking for them. It's so much information in that one sentence. Yeah, Mama, ring the bells. It's time for chowder. Like,
Time for us to get going. But had to let you know we do wish you well. Sincerely, your pencil buds, Daniel Van Kirk.
and Rory Van Kirk, obviously.
It's good to have you back, Lisa.